Movement number 4. Dragon seeks path. Dragon whips his tail.
Yo, my man, why you got on that purse, huh?
Hey, this ain't no purse. I'm the big deals. Don't do that. $100 Patron in the bid at, you heard? Get your money up, not your funny up.
Vagabond. It's the Mumful Podcast, the Money Up, No Funny Up podcast. We out here, Litty Gangington. You feel me?
Litty Gang intensified. You feel me?
Facto.
Gang them united. Open Gangnam style.
What's the word?
Man, y'all already know. You read the title, so you know what that means. We just got done listening to that new Eminem, Fat Joe, Mary J, and Cool and Dre, but for some reason they don't give him credit on the track.
I don't know why either.
Because maybe the verse was just so weird that it's like, you know what, don't even credit. First of all, huh?
You didn't like his verse?
Hold on. So Family Ties is the name of the song. Is that the name of the album or just the name of the song?
The name of the song isn't Family Ties. The name of the song is Lord
I'm wrong. The album is Family Ties. Lord Above is what it's called. Now, let me give you such an almighty breakdown. When I first saw this, I thought it said Lord Jamar. I don't know why. Like, I'm dyslexic, so like I just saw Lord, and I was just like, oh, what the fuck? Did they really call this Lord? Because you know how I saw it first? I saw that Fat Joe clip, and they said, he said Eminem something on Lord Above, and I thought Fat Joe was saying like he went off on Lord Jamar. That's what I thought it was. Then I realized the name of the song was Lord Above, and I was like, oh, okay, well, that makes sense.
I can understand why you thought that, though. That makes sense.
Okay, so the beat, fire. The beat was that classic East Coast, late 90s, early 2000s.
Super sampled, flipped the sample like crazy, super like gospel-y. Yeah, I love the beat.
Oh, it was so. And then it opens up with Cool and Dre. Here's the thing about Cool and Dre's verse. It was. This is the weirdest thing. It was a whack verse, but it wasn't.
You
whack.
thought?
Like, yeah, I thought it was whack. What he was saying was cool, right? Like what he was saying, but it sounded like word soup. It sounded like he was playing Mad Libs.
A little bit.
Just like,
I can. Yeah, I guess I understand what you're saying with that.
It would be like me being like Pellegrino, Argentino, Valentinos. Like, it was just like saying things.
But that's kind of how he is, though. But I thought it was fly, to be honest. I thought he set an ill tone with the song. Like, I didn't think that, because, dog, he said, I went to sleep, had a nightmare that I was whipping by the stove, and I woke up in Paris cooking for Hove. That's fire.
Yeah, no, that's super fire, but I feel like there was a bunch of dope quotes and not like a dope verse.
Yeah, that's kind of how he
I feel like it was
raps,
a series of like dope quotes that had nothing to do with each other. And there's, it was dope, but that's why I think it's going to be weird to say, but it was dope, but it was whack at the same. It wasn't whack, but it wasn't dope.
This nigga.
I want somebody to clip that last thing I just said, because that's the most nonsensical statement. But it was ill because, like you said, he said I knew right away this was going to be a decadent ass track. You know what this song reminded me of? You know who could have been on this song?
What? Who?
Jadakiss.
Yeah.
When I was listening to this, I was like, oh my God, Jadakiss would eat this song.
Yeah.
Jadakiss. It's that tempo, it's that slow, it's that like where you just saying fly-ish, you know what I'm saying? Where you just spilling the, I even said in my reaction that like what Joe and Cool and Dre were saying was reminding me of like when, you know, decadent East Coast bars, you know, when niggas be like, and the Jordans are like whiter than the dollar, but you don't go how they getting in they super
in the 40 cal, give them a perm. Yeah.
Or more like when they getting jiggy, when they talking about like, I don't know, I couldn't, I would like,
I
don't
came
know.
in rocking the same
know
thing
East
that
Coast
Jesus
niggas.
wore, Egyptian cloth. What?
Yes, absolutely. Like, nigga, this is the same shit that Moses wore. Yes. That's what I was like. Oh yeah, this is the very decadent track. But anyway, at first when I heard Mary J sing that first hook, I was like, wait, is that it? Because you know that first hook wasn't very long at all.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. It wasn't. Yeah, I know what you were saying.
So when I heard it, I was super confused. Like, there's got to be boy. Because I was like, I know y'all didn't just get married for a bridge. I know y'all did not get Mary J. Blige for a bridge. Because she just bridged Cool Ray's verse and Fat Joe's verse. There wasn't really a hook right there.
I mean,
right
that's kind of good, though, because the song was very long, so.
Yeah. But it was very long because I'm going to keep it a buck. Dude. They let Mary get off at the end. They let Mary go off. They could have cut half of that and then added that to the first hook. You know what I'm saying? Or added that to the other hook. Like, it was basically like they all had their sections and the hook was at the end, basically. And it only, like, really the full hook played, like, one stripes, though.
Maybe they felt like by leaving her too much in the song like that at the beginning that it would kill the replay value of the song. Because I feel like getting more to the verses was... Huh?
I don't know, bro. That's Mary J. Blige. I think just seeing Mary J. Blige and Fat Joe and Eminem on a song and the beat in the song itself is pretty replayable.
I mean, I'm just saying maybe that was their thought process behind it because I'm like, well, the song was longer.
I don't think they're gonna think Mary though. Like you ain't. That's what I'm saying.
Song, well, if you let me finish saying what I was saying, I'm saying maybe they felt like the song was longer, and by putting that in there, that would make the hook seem longer, and so they felt like just putting it at the end because if somebody, I guess, maybe didn't want to listen to it, they could just replay the song from there. And not have to hear that part. Because I'm not saying that it wasn't good, but I'm saying maybe they felt like that would make it less replayable from the standpoint of somebody just re-listening to the verses. Because you know that's what niggas are going to go there to do is, I mean...
Nigga, we talking about... Don't you ever disrespect Mary J like that, nigga. All right, so what'd you think about Joe's verse?
I thought Joe's verse was pretty decent, but I thought that he had a couple lines that were like, nigga, I've heard that before. But
here's my thing about Joe. And I might just say something that I've never really said out loud up until this point. I've always liked Fat Joe, right? But Joe has never been... and I don't want to say he's never been that crazy of a spitter to me because that almost implies like he's like kind of lack. I've always thought that he was very B when his best B, but on average C plus. And that sounds worse than it sounds because I feel like he coasts a lot. I feel like his best verses are literally New York, Twins, and low key. This Fat Joe verse I heard was, hey, my fofo. I mean, I know you've been searching for someone. He killed that. Caught you with my lips just twitched to one side. We don't snitch, we good thing, just ride it now. Never give a damn about Popo, Joe.
The thing is, he's not really whack. Like, he just like...
No, he's dope, but
yeah.
He's never been somebody that made me go, like, except for, I can see the coke in your nose. That was the bar where he said, go,
yeah.
Make you just hit the shoulder or roll.
It's funny, though, now that we're talking about this, because I actually liked Fat Joe's verse, but like...
Well, no, I didn't finish. I was going to say, this was my favorite. This was probably, to me, top 5 Joe verses. But to me, that's not too hard to do. But I don't want to sound like I'm dissing Joe. Like, Joe is dope. But, like, and maybe because I saw him first with Big Pun. So it's like, yo, you dope. But, like, nigga, come on, dog.
Yeah.
Get in the middle of Will Little. You know what I mean? But, like, yeah. What did you think about this verse?
I thought it was good. First time hearing, I've only listened to the song one time. But I'm not going to lie, now thinking back, I don't feel like he had a super memorable verse. I feel like there was parts from it. I do remember when he said that the rebuke the cross, move the cross, even though when you over the water you gonna hit the Lord, nigga. I was like, oh.
Hold on, nah, I feel like we disrespecting Joe. Keep talking.
Whatever he said there, that was a fire bar. That was a crazy bar.
Lord, nah.
At the beginning of his joint when he said something about dropping the 8-ball in the water, that was crazy too. That was a fire.
Because I know he said some stuff. Because this was one of the first. That's why I said, like, to me, this is one of the first Joe verses that had me a lot of parts where it gave me the super ugly face.
Yeah,
gave me this flow. Oh, did you say that? Hold on, we gonna get right to this. He said G6 Globals, who'd have thunk it from the projects, 8 balls, some poppy went and dunked it in Pyrex. Come on.
That was fire. Yeah, that's the bar I was talking about.
Oh no, when Dre opened up the verse, by the way, he had a really dope, I can't call it a verse. If you're calling it a verse, I don't think it was a dope verse. If you're calling it just like a speech, oh, he had a hell of a speech. Yeah, he opened up with, we caught new timepieces when these fools denied Jesus.
Nah, that nigga verse was fire. I'm telling you, this whole song was stick talk, nigga. It was like, I was like, oh yeah.
Nah, listen. You ain't hear what I said, my nigga. We caught new timepieces when you fools deny Jesus. Yeah. That's the best bar of 2019. That's the best line of 2019. I thought it was, I used baking soda just to fluff up my brick. That was the best bar of 2019, but this is the best one. What he could have just said that and never ever spoke on a song again.
Definitely could have just been his verse.
Yeah, I take it back. He killed that. I'll take it back. I'm completely 100% wrong.
He 100%, bro. I was listening to that. Dog, what I said in my reaction, I said, Dre set the tone. I said, Dre set the tone. M took us to school. And
we're gonna talk about him.
Fat Joe did the wrist work, and Mary J. Blige took us to church, nigga. That's how it was, nigga. Simple as that.
This nigga said, the Frank Sinatra of the Spanish mobsters.
Facts.
Then this nigga said, had the fiend sing hallelujah at the prosecutor.
Yo, no, he was on it. He was on it. He was going crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Fat Joe was on one. He was.
Give my nigga 50 years and he wasn't even the shooter. He ain't even.
That was fire. No, he's not. He was just. That's literally what I said in my jump. I said, bro, he just spitting straight street knowledge, nigga.
Yeah, okay, but let's get into M's verse. What they've been waiting for. M's verse. I'm gonna keep it a buck, dog. I'm on a different one.
Yeah, no, he lost his mind.
I'm on a different one. With Homicide and this, bro.
No, he lost his mind. This was
I'm gonna keep it a buck.
This was different because he came, like, he literally had melodies. I was like, nigga, who are you? Like,
but here's my thing that I noticed about M. M got gun bars now?
Yeah, nigga. He
hella gun bars. I was like, he's definitely been kicking it with gun titles. I feel you, though.
When he hit him with the doop doop, I said, oh no.
Oh yeah, I almost kicked my when he said, no, what I gotta get to that lyric. Nah, that was the craziest shit. He says, I nah. I'm gonna find that lyric. And when he said blow 30 million in a month, called it Boosters Millions, he just okay, pop line. He said to fool with like a handgun, you could say I'm like a gat when it's cocked. I'ma keep it a buck.
He said I'ma keep it a boop boop. Well, I mean, he said buck nigga, but he said buck. That is fire. Dog, and I'm not gonna lie, that Anderson .Pac bar, that
whole scheme was crazy. That whole scheme was absolutely crazy. Absolutely.
But I'm gonna go. We'll go ahead.
This dude, I feel like And that's why I always have been saying Eminem gets the brunt of what his most diehard fans do. And you can tell he listens to critiques. You can tell, my nigga.
Yeah,
he's trying his hardest not to be corny now.
No, I
he's
think
trying
his voice, like, I think literally his voice, I said as soon as I heard him, I was like, man, his voice cuts this beat really well. I feel like the way he rapped and the voice and the tone that he rapped in, like he did, and the most blessed thing that I've ever had, I was just praying there was no beat switch. I was like, nigga, please don't switch the beat for this nigga, because they always do that, and nah.
For some reason, I knew he was going to get dumb busy on this one, though.
Yeah, he got.
I knew he was going to get. When I knew that, I was like, he wants something to prove. He had something to prove to him. This nigga said, if rap was an actual Glock, you'd act like you strapped, but you not. Only cap that you pop is the top of the can of your pop. You the man till I pop your top. You ain't jacking the box.
Flipping something about flipping burgers. Something.
When he went with the whole restaurant scream, I'm a cracker with a bear.
And then he had the pool. He had the pool scheme too. The pool scheme was crazy.
He definitely watched it. That's the most battle rap shit. Tell me this isn't the most battle rap shit. You the man till you get popped on your top. You ain't jacking the box. And I ain't talking the hamburger spot, cracker with a barrel arm to the T, Anderson pot.
Nigga, that is crazy. Yeah, nah. He's definitely training to go to URL.
Mm-hmm. I literally felt like she's like, oh, okay, so you about to take a little KOTD shit.
Yeah.
Well, baby, URL, you talking like you about to go to URL.
Because he going crazy. I'm not gonna lie, I was listening to that, I was like, yeah, if a nigga say this is whack, bro, he definitely hating. He won't.
Yeah, nah. He said, only thing I don't have in the booth is a ceiling, so call me the ruthless villain.
Dog, yo, I'm telling you right now, he lost his.
And he wasn't even doing that weird stop pause.
I'm telling you, he was just flowing. Like, and the melody that he started hitting when he started like flowing towards like the middle to the end of his verse, I was like, oh my God, this nigga on one, bruh. I was like, who is this? But I'm not gonna hold you though. I dead ass feel like when he was talking about that, LL scheme and the stuff he went through as a kid, and the only thing that kept him out of trouble was this, I literally feel like that was a rebuttal. Like, I felt like he was saying, like, how could you call me a culture vulture when this is literally all I know? That's what he was saying in that verse. Like, if you listen to that part where he was talking about some they only try and they only had LL, that part, I'm telling you, that was his response to Jamar.
What nigga? Listen. When he goes, it might have been a response to somebody. I definitely have seen places where people are already saying it's a response to Jamar. When he said, I was gun shy, but now like the snail, the slug's coming out of the shell. Oh.
Yeah, no, he went crazy, bro.
You gonna end it with a gun bar? Okay. Yeah. I see what time you on now. Yeah. Yup. You've been hanging with Griselda for too long. I feel it. You've been around Griselda way too long. Now you're talking that stick talk.
Definitely spitting that cash-ish.
My nigga was in the booth making sure nigga spit like this. That nigga was in the booth with that nigga Kanye, you know what I mean?
That's a fact. Chill, my nigga.
Shout out to my nigga Conway, though. That nigga the hardest out.
Dude, out of control.
Word. Baking soda, fluff with the brick. The Mary outro killed it. Not mad at it. I really like this song. Of all the songs, and maybe because I just haven't been listening to a lot of Eminem and stuff like that, this has the most replay value of all the features I've heard in my life.
Oh, hell yeah. What? I'm going to definitely bump this joint. And this is a song that I can bump in the whip, too. It's not even like I just got to be on my phone trying to hear something bar heavy. Like, nah, I can bump this. Like, it's got a good joint to it.
Most definitely. I like the song Bada Bing, Bada Boom.
Let us know how y'all feeling, man, in the comment section. It's the Motherfucker
Cardcast?
It's the Motherfucker Cardcast. Y'all know we out here. Whole lot of giddy. Bow.